What's up, babes? It's your girl Riley. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this little burnt orange eye look that I absolutely love doing. I just did it for the first time the other day. I was just playing around with my eyeshadows. Came out really cute, so I wanted to come on here and show you guys exactly how I achieved this look. Okay, so I already have this base laid down for this eye look. I have this eye already halfway completed, just not the underneath done because I'm going to lay down my base and then do my lower lash line. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I achieved this look right here. So what you're going to first do is you want to lay down an eyeshadow base. I did the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 01. I just put that all over my lid and then set it with a white eyeshadow. Today I am going to be using the James Charles Morphe Palette, and the first shade I'm going to go into is the shade Code James. I'm going to take my Morphe M441 brush, this big fluffy brush right here, and I'm going to dip into the shade Code James. I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to use this as my initial crease shade. So I'm just going to blend this all into my crease. This is going to act as almost a transition shade for the other colors. You can really use any burnt orange shade that you want. Just make sure that you blend this out in the crease. We're going to wind up going in and cleaning everything up with foundation on this side, so it doesn't have to be necessarily perfect. I just like to make sure that the crease shade is exactly how I want it to be and just blend it right in. You're going to blend this out with a orange shade again on the top near the brow bone. So the top right here doesn't have to be too perfect. You just want to go in and blend everything out. I'm going to take another Morphe M441 brush. I just have multiple of them. I use this one from our orange and yellow shade. I'm going to take this into the shade 518 in the James Charles palette, and I'm going to blend this above the burnt orange color that I just used and kind of diffuse it and blend it a little bit more up towards my brow bone. As you can see on this side, I don't put it into my brow, I just put it very close to my brow. I'm just going to take it and blend it right over the top right here. Alright, and then I'm going to take this IT Cosmetics crease brush right here. I cannot see anything on it as far as the details go. It's just a more compacted eyeshadow brush. It's a little bit more dense than the ones I was just using. What I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be going to the shade You're Kidding, and I'm going to pack it onto the brush, tap off the excess, and then go in on my outer V right here. Then I'm just going to stipple it in right here on my outer V. And a little bit up into the crease. What this is going to do is this is just going to darken the crease and add some definition to the outer V of my eye. I'm also going to do this onto the inner V in here. And then just stipple that in. I know it's going to look a little crazy right now, but just trust the process, because you have to understand that with eyeshadow, things can look really weird. Like, you can look at this look and be like, yikes. But the second a lash is on and the entire base is done, everything looks pretty flawless. Like I said, I've done this look before and I've gotten a bunch of compliments on it. So just trust the process, guys. So like I said, I'm just going in and I'm stippling it into my outer and inner V. Alright, and then I'm going to take the M441 brush that I used to put the burnt orange look in the crease. Take a little bit of that burnt orange, and I'm just going to blend everything out. So there's no harshness, no harsh lines. And also, don't worry about how it looks right here, because you're going to be using concealer and putting glitter onto the lid. So I just like to blend all of this out because it's looking a little wild. You can even take the same brush that you used to put the lighter orange shade on and blend out the top up here. So see, things are slowly getting a little bit more blended out. So you just want to keep blending until you get everything nice and blended out, because the next step that we are going to do is we're going to go in with the concealer on the lid. Just make sure you have everything exactly where you want it. Right now that everything is nice and blended out, you're going to take a concealer and you're going to cut the crease. I'm using my Louise eyeshadow base for this. It's great for cutting creases. So I'm going to put it onto a flat concealer brush like the one I have right here. And for this, I just like to go up. It doesn't have to be perfect because I wind up going in and like fixing it when I'm done with my foundation and everything. So I press it onto my lid like so. I look up to get the start of it just so it can help me lay out a little bit of like a guideline for me. I like to tap everything in first. I don't like to swipe too much. And I like to bring this straight from here and go up. So now I'm going to swipe to get the shape. I go right here and then swipe up. I stipple it always and I swipe for the shape. Okay, so now that my crease is completely cut and the base is still wet, I'm going to take my Tarte Chrome paint, this little guy right here. I did break it a while ago, so it's all loose, but this is the shade Top Yacht. This stuff is amazing, especially when it's not broken, but it works either way, so. And I'm gonna take this Morphe G15 brush, which is my little packer brush like this. I dip it straight into Top Yacht, and I basically set my concealer with it. So you want to go straight into it and just press. So you just want to go straight in and set all of that concealer. You can swipe it too, which actually activates this stuff a little bit more. Now that my lid is completely covered in that, I'm going to take the packing brush that I used for the outer V. I'm gonna dip it back in the shade You're Kidding, and I'm just gonna basically blend in the outer V into that shadow. Just like how I did with this eye over here. I even like to take the same brush that I used for the burnt orange color, and I just like to make sure that everything's still blended right here. Earlier I was saying that it wasn't that important how blended it was because I knew that this was going to cover a majority of the eyeshadow, but now that I can see what is and is not blended over here, I just go in and I just fix it because now I can see what's really going to show and what wasn't. Alright, I'm pretty satisfied with how all of this looks, so then my next step in this look is I like to highlight the brow bone. For highlighting the brow bone, I am going to use the shade Ring Light, and I'm taking this Morphe M170 brush. This little small detail brush. So I'm just taking Ring Light, and I'm just applying that right up here on my brow bone. This is just going to highlight it. This is just really a personal preference. You don't have to highlight the brow bone for this look. I just love the way it looks. And I don't like it to take off the eyeshadow too much, so then I'm going to take the brush that I used for the orange color on the top, and I'm just going to blend it. This way it kind of just looks like a nice little sheen up there. There you go. I'm also going to take the shade Ring Light and put it into my inner corner as well. So I'm just going to put it right here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We still have to do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go off camera and do my entire base, and then when I come back, we'll finish off this eye look. Alright, now that my base is all complete, we're going to finish off this eye look. I'm gonna start by going in with the shade Code James on this little small precision brush. I don't know what the brand is. I don't know where it's from. All the letters are rubbed off, so I'm sorry about that. But I just use this. I'm gonna go right into that shade. And I'm gonna go right underneath the lash line. Go along the entire lash line and just brush it all in. You can smoke it out as much as you would like to. Alright, so just go ahead and make sure you get that all nice and smoked out. And then I'm going to go in with the shade You're Kidding on the exact same brush. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer corner. Like so. Alright, and then I'm going to take the shade 518, that orange color. And I'm going to smoke out the outer portion of the eye. And see how this nicely connects into the look like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on off camera, and then this look will be complete. Alright guys, here's the completed eyeshadow look. I really love how this turned out. It's a perfect look, especially for the summertime. I feel like it's the perfect shades to use in the summer, especially like a night out or something like that. I paired it with this nice mauve-y lip color. This look can really go with any type of nude or mauve color, in my opinion. I mean, of course, to each their own. Like, you can pair this with whatever you want, but I think it looks perfect with a nice mauve-y nude color, or even a lighter nude color. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully that it helps you guys achieve a look very similar to this one right here. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. It would be very helpful and I would appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel for more content. I post every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I would love for you guys to see all my new content coming up. And if you would like to see me somewhere other than YouTube, go ahead and follow me on my other social media. It's at Rylee Mendel on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and my Snapchat is LiveWild16. Hope you guys are having a blessed day or night wherever you may be. I will see you babes next time. Bye!